no! I still didn't finish my assignment. What should I do? I want to sleep though.
Pare, itulog mo na yan. Pwede penikram bukas.
No! Bumangon ka dyan at gawin mo na yung assignment.
What if, ispinduin mo na lang kaya? Ayan, sabi ko yung na assignment mo. Kaya huwag ka nang patamad-tamad.
How to solve this ba? Maybe I should contact my friend and get some help.
Huwag na yan, mangopya ka na lang.
Anong mangopya? Huy, bad yun. Sabihin mo na lang sa kaklase mo, prepating ako ng gawa mo kung walang idea.
Parehas lang pala kayong bad influence eh. Alam mo, magtanong ka na kaya sa mga klase mo kung paano na ginawa yung kanila.
Uy, pare, kamusta?
Uy, hello! I'm struggling with the assignment kasi. Can you help me to solve this?
Sure, no problem. Actually, I just watched the video I found on YouTube. I'll send you the link. Wait a minute.
Hello there, math idols. Welcome back to my channel. Today, I will be discussing the derivatives of algebraic functions. So just sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. For the first theorem, it is indicated that if c is a constant and if f of x is equal to c for all x, then the derivative of c is equal to 0. Let's have these examples. So for our example, we have the derivative of 2, which is equal to 0. Take note that as long as it is a constant, no matter what their sign is, the result will always equal to 0. For further understanding of the derivative of constant, here are the examples number 2 and 3. On to the next theorem, we have the derivative of power, which indicates the derivative of x raised to n is equal to nx raised to n minus 1, where n is a real number. So here's the example for the derivative of power. So we have the derivative of x raised to 7. So all we have to do is to duplicate the power and bring down it with x and subtract the power with 1. In which turn it will look 7x raised to 7 minus 1, and it will equal to 7x raised to 6. You may try it yourselves for the example number 2 and 3, and here it is. For the third theorem, it says that the derivative of cx raised to n is equal to cnx raised to n minus 1. So for example, we have the following numbers. So derivative of 5x raised to 7. It is the same properties for the derivative of power. The only difference is that we have to multiply the duplicate power along with the constant of x. And as always, subtract the power with 1. So it will turn to 5 times 7 and x raised to 7 minus 1. And it will equal to 35x raised to 6. So you may try this third theorem for yourselves. I have prepared some more examples for this one. Next theorem is the derivative of sum, and it indicates that the derivative of f of x plus g of x is equal to the derivative of f of x plus g of x. Here's the example for the derivative of sum. We have the derivative of 3x cubed minus 5x squared plus 6x plus 10. So take note for the derivative, or the last three derivatives we have, is that whenever you've come across a certain given, always find their derivative. And we will use the three derivatives we've talked before. So as for this example, let's find their derivative. So the derivative of 3x cubed is equal to 9x squared. And the derivative of 5x squared is 10x. The derivative of 6x is 6. And the derivative of 10, which is a constant, is 0. In which it turned to 9x squared minus 10x plus 6 plus 0. Automatically exclude the 0, and we will have a 9x squared minus 10x plus 6. For further understanding of the derivative of sum, here are the examples number 2 and 3. For our second to the last theorem, we have the derivative of product. It says that the derivative of f of x times g of x is equal to f of x times the derivative of g of x plus g of x times the derivative of f of x. So here's the following examples. Derivative of 4x cubed plus 8 times 5x minus 3. So the first step will be the substitution of the given on the following formula. So it will turn to 4x cubed plus 8 times the derivative of 5x minus 3 plus 5x minus 3 times the derivative of 4x cubed plus 8. So the next step is to find the derivative of the two given. So the derivative for the f of x is 12x squared and the derivative of g of x is 5. Right after that is to multiply the following derivatives on their corresponding given. So 4x cubed plus 8 times 5 plus 5x minus 3 times 12x squared. So it will equal to 20x cubed plus 40 plus 60x cubed minus 36x squared. Right after that is to simplify the like terms. So it will equal to 80x cubed minus 36x squared plus 40. To understand more about the derivative of product, here is the example number 2. You may try it yourselves, and for more guide, here is the example number 3. We are now at the last theorem, which is a derivative of quotient, where the derivative of f of x over g of x, which is a fraction, is equal to g of x times the derivative of f of x minus f of x times the derivative of g of x over the g of x squared. So here's the following examples. We have the derivative of x squared plus 24 over 3x plus 1. So derivative of product and quotient has the same steps of solving. The only difference is that they have the different formulas. So just like what I've said from the steps of derivative of product, the first step is to substitute the two functions accordingly to their formula. So it will look like 3x plus 1 times the derivative of x squared plus 24 minus x squared plus 24 times the derivative of 3x plus 1 over 3x plus 1 squared. So after that, find the derivative of the two functions, which is 2x and 3. So right after that, multiply the corresponding given of the derivative of the two. So 3x plus 1 times 2x minus x squared plus 24 times 3 over 3x plus 1 squared. So it will equal to 6x squared plus 2x minus 3x squared minus 72 over 3x plus 1 squared. So for the last step, simplify the like term. So it will equal to 3x squared plus 2x minus 72 over 3x plus 1 squared. So that's almost it for the derivative of quotient. If you want to go on further, we have the example number 2, and for the guide, we have the example number 3. That's all. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you learned something today, and see you in our next class. Goodbye.
Thank you so much for watching our video. I hope you learned something from this.